Hello there again, another 6-inch video I would like to do, desperate to do in fact, because I want this guy open. This is only one Kenobi, only one, and I've had him in my possession for weeks now. Enough is enough, it's time to get him open. As I explained in my last video, I've had a few figures that I've bought that I bring home, and I find it very difficult not to put them on these pegs here, and then I quite like them swinging there because they look nice. Sounds ridiculous, but then it's time to get him open because I can't wait to get him open. And when I do open him, I'm going to get him straight away in a pose that I saw. Chefatron, I can't remember the name of the YouTuber. I think the guy is in Manila. He's got 2 channels, I think, like FX something. I can't remember, sorry. But anyway, he had this figure in the most awesome pose, which I'm going to put him in straight away. But all in good time. Firstly, as ever, because my channel is very highly focused on the vintage collection, I thought I'd show you the card back and a mint example of the vintage collection Darth Maul, the number of which escapes me, VC86, which is a remarkable figure, not only a solid card back. You know, if you're going to choose a brilliant stock photo, choose that one. And then obviously here is the figure loose. I never take him out of that pose. You could have him without the cape, with the hood on, as you see there. But I have him in that pose on my Sith wall, and which is just a collection of all my Sith all together. But anyway, I have him in that pose, which is just him like crouching, like meditating, almost ready to pounce like a ninja. You know what I mean? I love this figure. It's great. I wouldn't mind having another one loose because it's such a good figure with so many different accessories and options that you could afford to have him in, you know, multiple poses and with or without the exterior robe there. Anyway, whatever. That's the past. This is a figure that was released after it, but no doubt I know it's a good figure because I've seen reviews. But now it is time for my own review on number 2, Darth Maul 6-inch. The 6-inch journey continues. Join me. Yes, and from what I've learned about this figure, this head here is sculpted onto this hard plastic robe here. That will become clear later. I just wanted to show you the figure like I did with the Sand Trooper, just in the tray. So that is how he appears when you slide him out of the box. So he's in his plastic chamber now. Sorry about the focus, he's black in colour, very dark colour, so it's hard to focus, but there you go. Here are the accessories. That's nice to see that you can split up the lightsaber much like you can the 3 3/4 inch, and yeah, you've got 2 heads to mess around with. Again, that one, I mistakenly thought that plastic robe was able to fit on top of the head. The head is actually sculpted inside the actual robe. Same accessories, exactly the same almost as the VC86. Yes, it is. Just checking I got the number right. Terrible memory. Now there you go. So here he is there. Fantastic. Let's get him out of that chamber. Boom. And what a figure this is. This is nothing new to a lot of my subscribers to Only One Kenobi. A lot of you guys who follow me are bigger collectors than I, and you've had 6-inch and 3 3/4 inch for a long time, but me, I'm only new to getting a few of these things, but this figure is pretty darn good. I don't know if I've got it exactly in the same pose as it's FX Franz is the other name for that guy in Manila. He's a big reviewer on YouTube, but I just watched a review of his and he had this figure just demonstrating a good pose, and you can do whatever you want. I tell you what, getting that head on was really painful because of these horns on his head, you know, so that was a hard job, but anyway, great. Fantastic figure. And then here is the other part. So all you need to do is take this head off here and replace it with that, and then you can have old Morley with his cloak on, you know. So that's all, as I said, it's all one piece, that. But yeah, really fantastic. I'll go through some articulation right now. I'm just going to get it on a stand, the camera. Here he is. You should be able to see him okay. So first thing I want to note is the hand. Like some figures, it's really hard to pry their hand open. This is really easy. Look at that, see? So just loosen it up, put the weapon or whatever in his hand. Oh, it just fell out, that's too loose now. And then that's in. I'll take this accessory out. This is the binoculars that are used on Tatooine. Yeah, soft goods here, which is fantastic. I'll just get rid of this. As I said, that is separable. So you can obviously have him in his duel with Obi-Wan when it gets split. I love that fight, it's really good. And let's have a look at the joints. Is it double jointed? Yes, it is. That's also, you know, I'm not really that fussed on talking about articulation and stuff. I find it so boring and technical. But anyway, yeah, he's got all the ball jointed business on the ankles there. Double joint on the knees, and what's that? Oh yeah, bit of a ball crunch on the waist, ball joint obviously on the head. Maybe a double joint, yeah, you can do that. Head down, ready to pounce, master. Anyway, very good. And yeah, he's awesome, isn't he? Look at that. This is an old figure as well in the line. I had no idea how good he was, because I'm not a collector of it. I never watched any reviews of it until recently, but that's a pretty awesome looking figure in it. And if you want to see the switch, then you can do this with it. Let me see if I can get this right now for you. In that goes like that. Tatooine is sparsely populated. If the trace is correct, we should move against them quickly, Master. Hang on. No, that's not right. We should find them quickly, Master. Then he says, move against the Jedi first. If the... Something about... Oh, my God. Maybe it's the pressure of being filmed now, or filming myself, I can't remember. You should have no trouble in getting the Queen to sign the treaty. At last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will have revenge. You've been well trained, my young apprentice. There'll be no match for you. Anyway, enough of that. And it's really hard to get his head on because he's got these spikes here. So that is painful. You've got to press down on the top bit there. What else can I tell you about him other than he's great? Fantastic. Go and get one. £22 in the Entertainer. You might get lucky. He might get reduced in the rest of the sale. But from what I can see online, he was still £22. And he is most definitely better than this guy here. I mean, he's great. But that is greater. No question. Alright then. If you're going to get any 6-inch figures, get the top characters. And he is the top character. And he's going on the wall with my other 6-inch without question. I'll pose him up. He will look quite nice somewhere nearby Revan and Vader. This is only one Kenobi. Only one.